Most of us use AI like it's a glorified search engine, right? We copy, we paste, we try to write the perfect prompt. But what if your AI could be, well, more? What if it could actually be a true co-pilot, working right alongside you inside your projects? Well, today we're looking at a tool called Claude Code that promises to do exactly that. Let's dive in.
Yeah, this probably looks pretty familiar. Over on the left, that's the standard chatbot workflow. It's this constant, clumsy dance. You got to find the file, copy the text, switch tabs, paste it into the chat window, write a prompt, and then, just hope for the best. Every single one of those steps, all those little squiggles, they add friction. It's just clunky. But that image on the right, it hints at something way better, an AI that actually lives inside your project. So what's really holding back the old way?
Well, it turns out that even the most powerful AI models have this kind of glass ceiling. It's a limit that's not imposed by their intelligence, but by the environment we force them to work in. As product management expert Carl Vavelli puts it, you just feel limited. And why is that? It's because the AI is trapped. It's stuck inside a browser tab, totally cut off from your project folders, your files, all your notes. It has absolutely no context. And that lack of context, that's the single biggest thing holding it back from being truly useful.
Okay, so this is where the whole story shifts. Claude Code literally breaks that glass ceiling by pulling the AI out of the browser and putting it directly into your workspace. It's not some tool you go visit. It's a co-pilot that joins you right where you are.
And the way this all works is because of this really powerful idea called context engineering. Now, you've probably heard about prompt engineering, right? Carefully writing your questions. Well, think of this as the next level up. Instead of spoon-feeding the AI information piece by piece, you're creating an environment where it has everything it needs from the get-go, automatically. And I know what you're thinking. This kind of power must come with some crazy enterprise price tag. But look at this. It's available for just $17 a month on the Pro plan. So the big takeaway here isn't just the tech. It's that this is not some exclusive, out-of-reach thing. It's actually built to be an accessible, everyday tool.
So how do you give your project its very own brain? You'd be surprised how simple it is. Let's just walk through how to get started and what you can do, like right out of the box.
Now, I get it. The word terminal might sound a little scary if you're not a developer, but seriously, look at this. The entire installation is just one single command that you copy and paste. That is it. After that, you just type Claude inside any of your project folders and boom, your Copilot comes to life. It's incredibly easy to get going.
And this is the magic moment. The second you launch it, Claude Code automatically reads and understands everything in that folder. All your customer interviews, your business docs, your research notes, it instantly has all the context. There's no uploading, no copying and pasting, it just knows.
And this is where that power of context gets real. You can ask a simple question like, hey, summarize our customer interviews. And the AI doesn't just read one file. No, it finds all the relevant ones, pulls out the key insights from each, and could even compare the subtle differences between different interviews. I mean, this is the kind of synthesis that would normally take a person hours of boring manual work.
But look, understanding context is only half the story. The real breakthrough, the real game changer, is when the AI moves from just answering your questions to actively taking action. This is the big shift from answers to agency.
This right here is such a critical distinction. A standard language model, it's like a brilliant librarian. It can answer any question you ask. But an agent is like a librarian who can also go to the workshop, build a brand new bookshelf, and then organize all the books for you. It looks at your request, creates a plan for itself, and then actually executes that plan. It doesn't just talk, it acts.
Just take a look at this. Let's say you ask it to grab a transcript from a YouTube video. A normal chatbot just throws its hands up. Can't do that. But Claude Code makes a plan. It installs the tools it needs, writes a little script to use them, pulls the data, and then saves the result to a new file, checking off each step as it goes. It's actually solving problems all by itself.
So, let's start combining these ideas. Imagine you need to write a new product requirements document, a PRD. Okay, so in your project folder, you've got a file that explains your business, another one that's a guide for your writing style, and a whole folder full of great PRD examples. These are the ingredients for what we could call a super prompt.
And here's the prompt itself. Just notice how simple and, well, elegant it is. With one single natural sentence, you're leveraging all those different files. You're not just asking for some generic document. You're asking for one that deeply understands your business, mimics your best work, and follows your specific style guide to a T.
Okay, so we've seen a single, really powerful copilot. But what if you could scale that up? I mean, really scale it up. The most advanced thing you can do with Claude Code is deploy not just one agent, but an entire team of specialized agents all working for you at the same time.
I mean, think about it for a second. When you're working on a new idea, you don't just ask one person for their opinion, right? You want different perspectives. So why would you get feedback from just one AI when you could have a whole team of virtual experts debate it for you?
First up, you've got your designer agent. You've given it a persona. Its whole job is to look at your PRD through the lens of user experience. It's on the hunt for confusing user flows, weird inconsistencies, or any potential design problems.
Now, at the exact same time, your engineer agent is analyzing the very same document, but it's looking for completely different stuff. Technical risks, potential bugs, whether the feature is even possible to build with your current tech stack.
And finally, your executive agent swoops in and it's totally focused on the big picture. Does this actually align with our business goals? What's the strategic impact here? And is this going to deliver a return on investment? In just a few seconds, you get this comprehensive, multifaceted feedback that would normally take you 3 separate meetings with 3 different people.
So when you put all of this together, it's more than just a cool new tool. It's a fundamental reimagining of your entire workflow. This is the fundamental shift right here. We're moving away from just prompting a generic one-size-fits-all AI. The future, and it's here now, is about building and curating your own custom context-aware AI team that really understands your projects and works right there with you. And that really just leaves us with this one last question. We all know that our own best work requires context. Our creativity, our best ideas, they come from being totally immersed in a project. So why on earth would we accept an AI partner that's forced to work completely without it?